Hey Sabria, how are you? I'm doing all right. Hey Jermaine, how are you? Hope you're feeling a bit better. I understand, Jermaine. Try to just handle it as best as you can, and if you need anything, just let us know. We're here to work with you, and reach out to me if you need help with your assignments. I know you weren't able to be here last class. I don't mind taking the extra time to help you catch up. We're just going to wait for a few more students to show up. No problem. Thank you for letting me know. Just gonna wait 2 more minutes. If in 2 more minutes no one shows up, Sabri and Jermaine, I'm just gonna let you two know what's going on. But there's only two people in the classroom right now. All right, guys. Only two people showed up today, So I'm going to give you guys attendance, and I will mark that down for you guys. I'm just going to give you this information, and then we can, move on. You guys can go about your day. What's your question, Sabria, that you had? So far, I've been getting through things. I believe I'm caught up with many people. If there's something of yours that you don't think is in, let me know. I'm getting a lot of emails every day. So if you think I missed something, just bring it to my attention and I'll gladly add it to the mix. All right. So, Jermaine, you weren't here, but we've been working on your Act 2 organizer. That way you could start preparing to type up your rough draft of Act 2 to add to your Act 1. And once we move past this, you'll be able to finalize your Act 3 and you'll have a complete story. Okay, Sabria, that's fine. All right. So I sent you in the email a copy of the organizer. It has Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3 still. Okay. It's the same one from class. This one is just a PDF just in case you left it at school or it's not in the best shape, whatever. All right. I want you to fill out those sections with the information you think applies to your story and what you think you may need. Okay. Submit that organizer for review. Jermaine, I went over the individual sections, okay, and what to expect for each one a couple of weeks ago. So if you watch that video, you should be able to get that information. I think you may have been in that class. So if you were and you remember, don't worry about it and just do it to the best of your ability. Okay. Once you submit it for review to get that grade, I'm going to read it over, let you know what questions maybe need to be answered before you move on, what extra details you may need to effectively communicate your story for a reader. Once I provide you that feedback, I want you to edit your organizer, add those things that are missing, and enhance what you have before you start typing. Once you send me your organizer again, if you are good, I will send you off to type up your rough draft. Okay? Sabria, you are good to start typing up your rough draft. Okay? So feel free to do that. If you have any further questions or if maybe there was a section that you wanted a little bit more help on, just let me know. Okay? But Jermaine, you should be able to get this done. It's the same thing that we did in class, except I'm not in front of you to be able to help you and help get those ideas going. But just like how when we spoke, you thought up a ton of ideas for a Sawkill story, we can do the same thing. You just send me that organizer and I will give you that feedback to help enhance your work as best as I can. Okay? Once you get it approved, you could start your rough draft. The rough draft is due the 13th. Okay? So, just to let you know. Uh, Niaz, tell them to come into this link. That way, um, they're in the right class. Thank you for letting me know that, Niaz. I didn't know that was even possible. Hi, Jade. How are you? So, for those just entering the room, your Act 2 organizer is due. Okay? I want to see you submit it the first time. That way I can get feedback to you guys so you can continue on working. Jade, that's a lot of LOLs. Not necessary. All right? Focus. All right? Submit your organizer for review once you have it completed. I understand you may not have every section filled in because some parts of your story may not need, you know, a ritual death or an elixir, etc. Depending on how your story is built and the flow of your story, that will determine the sections that you fill. Okay? So, if you look at that email and you open up the organizer and you look under Act 2, any section there that doesn't necessarily fit for you, don't worry about leaving it blank. Just fill in to the best of your ability the information in the sections that do apply. Okay? Jade, I also want you to add extra content and context after I submit it back to you and work on that feedback. No, Jade, there are no notes today. This is for your assignment that you've already had. Okay? The email that I sent to you today with the link has the Act 2 organizer. So everyone has it now. No one can say, Mr. C, I don't know where the organizer is. I don't know where to find it. It's right in that email. If you save it from that email, you have it. If you can't print it, that's fine. Just write down the section that you're filling out on a separate sheet of paper and then write your outline description for it on that same sheet of paper. Nayez did it. It worked out great. Hers was thorough. She did a great job. Nayez, you can start working on your rough draft. I believe I already told you that, but just in case I didn't, you can. Kyle, I know you said you haven't been able to find your paper. I sent it in the email today with the link. So you should be able to get going right away on that. Okay? Fill out those sections just like we did in class. And if you need help, continue to email me. Okay? I do not mind you reaching out to me for help. I'd rather you ask for help instead of just trying to type up a rough draft that makes no sense. Okay? We need to get your thoughts organized so that we could see where you left off in Act 1 and where your character goes from there until the end of your story. Okay? If you guys could all comment your names in the chat, I want to see who's here. It says there's only 4 people, so if it's still just Jade, Jermaine, Nayez, Sabria, that means Kyle is not in here or someone else is missing. All right. So, for those who are here, did you understand what you need to do? This organizer is due as soon as possible because I want you guys to have your rough draft in by the 13th. The 13th is a Friday, which means if you get it to me by that Sunday, those are the 2 days for late credit, okay? And the weekend is your time without any other classes to focus. I set it up that way for a reason. Okay. Take this time. You have another 45 minutes in what would be my class. Work on that. Work on that for your class time. Okay. Use your time wisely and allow this structured time that is supposed to be English class to work for you. Okay. For all of you, I'm going to label your attendance. Thank you for showing up today. For all those who did not show up today and are watching this video after and watching it pre recorded, that's fine. At least you know what to do. And that's all we need right now. We have Bob after this. That's up to you guys. I'm not sure. You guys know the schedule. Jade, what I said about the feedback, right? So let's say you submit your Act 2 organizer to me for credit. I'm going to give you submission credit for it. You're going to get a grade for turning it in, right? But then after that, I'm going to look at the sections. Whatever information you put in for each section, if it needs more information, I'm going to ask you specific questions that will help you guide yourself to the answer to fill in those questions. Is a character supposed to be doing something? Did you say that there was an emotional experience? How did that emotional experience happen? What happened? Etc. I will help you gather that information so you're pointed in the right direction for your rough draft. Have a great day, Sabria. Thank you for showing up on time. I appreciate it. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jade? Yes, Niaz. Only if you got green lit are you able to start your act two. So you are able to start your act two. All right. Sabria able to start her act two. Everyone else, I have not given the green light yet. So don't worry about it. Kyle, hello. How are you? I'm doing well. Did you see that I attached your act two organizer to your email? Kyle, I'll see you. It's the email that I sent you with the first link today. It says Hero's Journey Organizer. All right. You're going to fill out this section in that packet that's Act 2. All those spots for Act 2, you want to start working towards. If one of them doesn't fit with your story, that's fine. But work on the ones that you say fit with your story, right? Kyle in your story just escaped to an island or another country to get away after breaking out of prison, right? So, where did he go? What trials does Kyle face after that? What does he need to do to overcome this new obstacle? How does he get back home to his family, etc.? You're going to fill out those sections and then you're going to send it to me. That way, when you send it to me, I'm able to give you notes and feedback on how to make it better, just like we did in class. That way, you're not typing up a rough draft that makes no sense. How are you, Ariana? Well, Jade, why is your story confusing? Right? If you feel like your story is confusing, we need to tighten up the details. I have not seen your Act 1 yet, Jade. I need you to submit that to me. Okay? You submit me your Act 1 and I can help you make it better. Okay? If I don't see it, I don't know what's wrong with it. Ariana, do you have your Act 2 organizer? Did you see the email that I sent? Today's Ariana's birthday. We actually said that in the email today. Ariana, did you do your Act 2 organizer yet? All right. Did you open the organizer and start working on it at least? All right. Once you submit it to me, I'm going to send you an email back within either that day or the next couple of days to let you know where you can strengthen those sections. If you do them really well and all the information there helps you guide yourself along your story's rough draft, well, that's fine. I'm going to say just dive in, start typing. But if there are certain sections that need extra support and information, I'm going to ask you specific questions on each section. That way you can apply the answers to those questions with extra information. All right? That's all. I need you guys to get this done this week. Okay? I want you guys to be able to start your rough draft and get them into me by the end of next week. All right? Focus on that. And again, you have until this Friday to get those organizers to me. Sunday the latest with your your 2 late days. Okay? Love you guys. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. Cover your mouths, wash your hands, all that stuff. All right? I'll talk to you soon. All right.